Welcome to the American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's the American Dream.
Are you ready for some exclusive action of the Charleston Battery Soccer? I'm your host, Bradley Mera. Let's go. I'm here with Lee Cohen, club president of the Charleston Battery. Lee?
Yeah, great to have you guys out here today.
Thanks for having us.
Beautiful night tonight here in Patriots Point.
We're looking forward to it. I know we come to a lot of these games, and it is a fun fan experience.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, I will say there's no other entertainment, sports value in the Charleston area. If you look at Charleston as a whole, we have great partners in the Stingrays, and we got great partners in the River Dogs. I think the experience we have here is just completely different. Today we'll be able to kind of take you around the stadium, show you around, and talk more about it. So
we look forward to it.
So as you can see here, we're coming in the entrance. Very beautiful. There's a lot of natural landscaping that we have all around the facility. It really encompasses kind of that Charleston outdoor feeling, right? Which makes it very, very nice and unique. And then the one thing we'll see at some point, what is Charleston known for all the time? Everyone talks about food.
Yes.
And so that's a very unique experience we have here at the stadium at Patriots Point. What we do here at the Charleston Battery is, like, you can literally reach out and touch professional athletes, and that is so special for all these young athletes that are in the marketplace. And whether it's here or whether we do some night practices or coach them, there's a lot of our players coach in the local market as well too. And it's very, very special here at Charleston Battery. You have to have a vision and you have to be able to execute it. And we've been able to do both here. And as you can see in the pavilion, we have a merchandise stand, we have great partners, but what makes it really, really special is all the food. We have a local band in here tonight. We rotate bands all the time. So it makes it kind of unique for an experiential standpoint. Now you get to feel what it's like to be a player.
This is it.
So this is like a walkout now you get to do. So our players, when they come in, they walk out, they line up for the anthem, and then and it's battle time. Tonight's actually our night of champions. And so tonight we're recognizing a lot of the local youth, high school, collegiate, championship teams in the Charleston and South Carolina area. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on the tour today.
Thank you.
Enjoy the game tonight. Hopefully we take 3 points and score a lot of goals and bring a lot of energy. Thank you, and appreciate you guys taking the time.
Hey, Coach Collins, thanks for talking with me today.
You're welcome.
So, a former College of Charleston player, a former Charleston Battery player, and the head coach of the state champions Oceanside Collegiate Boys Soccer Team. How does it feel?
It feels good. It feels good. It's really good to be back at my old alma mater, the college where I first started, and then at the Battery. Have some really, really fun memories here. So it's good to have both in one. And of course, winning the State Cup with Oceanside, there's no better feeling.
Amen to that. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoy the game.
I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm here with Emilio, midfielder, the Charleston Battery Soccer Team. Emilio, great to see you.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you as well.
Thanks for your time today.
No, it's a pleasure.
What's one of your favorite things about Charleston in itself?
You know, there's so much. It's such a vibrant city with so much to do. It's a big foodie city, so I don't think I can run out of places.
You never will. We're looking forward to tonight's game.
Yeah.
We look forward to having you back on the pitch, and wish you the best of luck. We thank you for your time.
No, thank you.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Great seeing you. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Bradley Mera, and we'll see you next time on The American Dream, Selling Charleston.
When you dream of living in Charleston,
Images of Grand Oaks, canopy and roads just like this should come to mind. Welcome to Johns Island, one of the greenest communities here in Charleston. I'm your host, Chris Facello, and I'm excited to show you this wonderful island community to fit your American dream. The climate here makes so much to enjoy, but one of the best things is you can grow great fruits and vegetables. My wife says I don't eat enough of them. So today we're here at Ambrose Family Farm. We're going to meet with Pete and we're going to pick some strawberries. Pete, thanks so much for letting us come out today and pick some strawberries.
Well, glad you came.
Now tell me about how long have you had this farm?
Had it, what, 30 years? Been farming for 50.
Nice. And what made you decide to pick do the you pick strawberries option?
Well, it was my wife's idea. And it's always good to go with what you women want to do.
That's right. Happy wife, happy life, right?
Exactly.
You know, I've been bringing my kids out here ever since they were little. And you know, we come out here and pick until you're sweating to death. And then we go back and fix these amazing strawberry milkshakes. So I really love that you do this out here.
Well, sometime I go in the field and I can't stop eating myself, I'll tell you.
They're so good fresh like that.
They are.
Thank you so much for having us out here today.
Thank you for coming.
Welcome to Angel Oak, a true memory maker here in Charleston. This Grand Oak has been here forever, and I have somebody very special I'd like to introduce. Let's go meet Samantha Siegel. Thank you so much for taking some time to meet with us today. And this tree is amazing, that's for sure, but you know so much more about this tree. Can you share a little bit?
Sure. This has been a sacred place for Johns Islanders for hundreds and hundreds of years. And while we may never know how old the tree is, we do know that it is ancient. Right. And it has been directly affected by humans ever since it was a young tree. In order for it to have grown like it has, someone had to have been taking care of it.
I know there's a story of that there was a chance it was going to go away, but you, leading the cause, actually saved it. So tell us some of that story.
It was an amazing collaboration between the city of Charleston, local elected officials, state elected officials, businesses, citizens, and everyone just rallied to save this amazing place.
You know, I have clients that move here a lot from up north or other places, and they come here and they talk about how amazing and green it is. And it's efforts like that that keep this place green like it is. There's a next phase for what's going to happen with Angel Oak so that the community can really enjoy this area. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So we are working closely with the city of Charleston to create the Angel Oak Preserve, which will be a 44-acre nature preserve.
Nice.
And we envision it as an outdoor classroom and a living museum.
It's so beautiful, and you can see what the Land Trust has done to help us protect so much of this community. So thank you so much for what you do, Sam.
Yeah.
Welcome to 2722 Colonel Harrison Drive here in the very desirable Stono View neighborhood. Just minutes from downtown Charleston, nestled right on the Stono River with some amazing views. Let's take a look. This home has so much charm with a very open floor plan. The kitchen shares the living room to make it one big, beautiful space. And there's a view from every window. Johns Island is truly known as one of the greener communities. They went to great measures to keep it as natural as possible. I'm your host, Chris Facello. I'll see you next time, Selling Charleston.
Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of American Dream TV, Selling Charleston. I am your host, Suzy Torres. And I'm Michelle Fusco. And we are here today exploring the lake life that we have to offer. We are at Lake Moultrie, which is the third largest lake in South Carolina.
And today we're gonna do a little boat tour with our friend and teammate. And we've also got some buyers that are gonna be joining us. We're gonna show them a bit of what the Low Country has to offer as far as lake life.
Yes, absolutely. Let's get started. Yeah, let's go. So everybody, this is Kevin. He's a local business owner here in Moncks Corner, and he owns JK Automotive, and he is our captain for the day. And then also our teammate and real estate agent, Leslie, with Low Country Elite Group. And Kevin's gonna take us around today, and we are also waiting for our buyers that will be meeting us to show them the lake life and everything it has to offer. Kevin, you wanna tell us a little bit about where we're going?
Today we're just gonna ride around Pinopolis, look at all the houses on the water. We're gonna go through the locks, down to the Tailrace Canal, run down to Santee Canal State Park, come back on the lake, and have lunch at Watermark Grill.
Awesome, we're so excited. Well, let's get on the boat and wait for our buyers to come.
Let's go.
So we just left the locks, which was an amazing experience, the first time I've ever done it. Kevin, you want to tell us a little bit about some of the background of it?
The locks were built in 1941 for transportation of goods to the upper section of the lake. It was a hydroelectric plant, which it is no longer, and it's now just for recreation, just for transporting you from the Tailrace Canal that leads to the Cooper to the Lake Moultrie.
Y'all to the Watermark Barn Grill.
Hi, Christine. It's
How
so
are
nice
you?
to see you again.
Nice to see you again. Pleasure to have you out here to Watermark Barn Grill in Bono, South Carolina.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your restaurant here.
We've had this restaurant for about 9 years, and we've been rated the best seafood in the Southeast as far as our catfish goes.
Wow.
And we have a lot of signature items that we are with our own recipes, and we welcome y'all to try them. We want people to come out. Y'all picked a beautiful day on the lake to come and to spend time with us and our other guests that are here.
It's been wonderful. Thank you so much for having us.
And
We really
y'all definitely
appreciate
come back
it.
and welcome all your friends to
This
come
is
out.
a perfect spot to end your day on the lake, for sure. Now we just finished a fabulous lunch right here on the water, and kind of checking in to see what you think about the lake life, Kim.
I'm loving it. We just moved here, and I was thinking it was going to be more of a beach vibe, which we love, but knowing that we're lake people and we have this option as well, loving it. This is awesome.
Great, and we've had great weather today, and we are about to head right back onto the boat and head over back to the boat landing.
Best of both worlds.
Sounds great. Thank you for joining us today on the American Dream here in Charleston. We hope you enjoyed to see a little bit of Lake Moultrie. We had a wonderful time enjoying soaking up the sun and some great food at the waterfront restaurant. And our buyers really enjoyed learning about all the lake life and everything it has to offer. So we look forward to seeing you next time.
Welcome to Selling Charleston. I'm your host, Stephanie Davis, and today we're going to head out offshore for an exciting adventure fishing with Captain Bob and his wife, Rosie. They run a business here in North Charleston that combines their love for the water and their gift for hospitality. Let's go meet Bob and Rosie now.
I'm Captain Bob, and I run Ceviche Charters.
I'm Rosie Ulrich, and I am broker in charge for Madrona Properties.
Yeah, so we had a couple of construction companies in Washington. We moved to Charleston about 3 years ago and just decided we just really didn't want to do that anymore. We wanted to make spending time with our family and doing what we wanted a priority. So we decided to open Ceviche Charters.
For our stay and plays, we have 2 houses that guests can choose from. We are right next to the airport. It's super easy. Fly in, we'll transport you to the house. Fishing morning, we come get you, bring you right here to the dock. It's about a 5-minute drive. You guys go out and catch all the fish you want. You can keep anything that you're allowed to keep. Come back, you've got a full kitchen to cook your meal in, and we will pack up and ship home anything that you want to take home.
Rosie, I'm so fascinated by the portfolio you guys have been able to put together with all your properties. So how did you get going with that?
Well, Bob was in construction, so he was building. I got my license, my real estate license, to help with property purchases, and he would build a house and we would use it as a rental for a few years, build some equity, sell it, and that kind of just was our game for a little while. And then next thing you know, we have 19 rentals in 2 states, and being here in the Charleston area, it was a great opportunity to transition into the short-term rental.
So do you do the setup, or do you have someone who does the interior design and things like that?
I do all of it. I do everything. I think I'm a little bit too picky to hand that off to anybody.
Okay.
So I really enjoy it, and the guests love it. I have nothing but great feedback. I actually can't tell you how many times I've had a guest message me after check-in and say, this is the cleanest rental I've ever stayed in. So that's kind of, I mean, when I travel, that's what I look for. I want clean, I want convenience, I want 5 stars. So when somebody shows up in the evening, the porch light's on, there's water bottles by the bedside, and you've got coffee for morning. So yeah, I just looked at all the things that I would want in a rental, and that's what I did. So
that's beautiful.
I love it.
Bob, there's a lot of fishing charters in town. So what sets yours apart, and what's your goals and your vision for your business?
One of our goals, one of our visions is to make this accessible to everyone that can. My brother's disabled vet, and really inspired me to build the company towards being able so everyone can come out here and enjoy fishing.
And you do that through special equipment, or?
Yeah, so we have electric reels that facilitate that. When we purchased the boat, we took that into consideration. We went a little bit larger. The make and model, it provides restroom for people who need it.
And then do you have to come in a big group, or how does that work when you book the charter?
Yeah, no, one thing we wanted to do is make it so everyone can afford to do it. Some people can't afford to rent the whole boat for the day, so we do open boat, so you pay per angler. Wear sunscreen, have sunglasses, relax, let your crew do the work, follow instructions, and you'll be good to go.
You guys, thank you for this. Captain Bob, can you tell us what we caught today?
Yeah, we caught some vermilion snapper, some trigger, some black sea bass, and you caught 2 awesome grouper. We got some big sharks and some smaller AJs, but all around good day. Thank you for coming. It was awesome. You did great.
This was amazing. I'll never forget it. Captain Bob, Rosie, thank you for sharing your passion with us. You guys, thank you for joining me for another episode of Selling Charleston on the American Dream TV, and I'll see you next time.
Come along with me today as I show you a local veteran turned entrepreneur and a remarkable organization that is changing veteran lives. I am your host, Stephanie Medlock, and welcome to the American Dream TV. So I am so excited to be here today. You have been a friend of mine. This is Anthony DiBernardo. He is the owner of Swig and Swine Restaurant here in Charleston. So tell me a little bit about someone that made their dreams a reality.
I got my start cooking young. I started when I was 12. In 1989, when putting our yearbook together, I wrote that I would do 4 years in the military and that I would open my own restaurant. That caption under my photo.
That's awesome.
So fast forward to 2014 when we opened Swig and Swine. It was a long path, but we made it happen.
That's awesome.
The thing that sets Swig and Swine apart in my eyes is the hospitality. From the minute you walk through the door, you're greeted by a hostess. You're sat at a table. You have a server that takes care of you from start to finish. We're firm believers in 50% hospitality and 50% food.
So they're going to get the true Southern hospitality experience when you walk through the door at Swig and Swine. That's amazing. That's awesome. I know you're a super big supporter of foundations in the area. One of them in particular you had mentioned.
We support Warrior WAD,
Yep.
which is a great organization that's helping veterans replace medications that treat PTSD with physical movement and exercise.
That's
and they've had a very good success rate with that.
Well, I love that, and I love that you support that. And matter of fact, we're actually about to head over to a great non-for-profit Warrior Surf Foundation, where they do the power of the ocean through surf therapy to help veterans like that are struggling with re-entering into civilian life, post-traumatic stress disorder, and brain injury. So I'm super excited to hop on over there and showcase them as well. And thank you so much today for your
you're
time.
welcome.
It's so great to see you, and I wish you the best success. Stephanie Dasher is the Executive Director of Warrior Surf Foundation. Today we are on Folly Beach. I am so excited because she's so unique, because she was raised by a veteran, she married a veteran, and she also served in our U.S. Navy. I'm also going to be speaking with Cody Hendricks, which is a veteran that has participated in the program, to kind of get his take on how the impact has been so successful in his life and what it's done for him. So Stephanie, the first thing I want to start with is tell me about, there's so many organizations for veterans to seek out. What makes Warrior Surf so different as far as this organization?
That's a great question. I think the thing that makes Warrior Surf so different from other organizations is we're a boots on the ground organization for veterans, by veterans, and we're serving up something of a conglomeration of different avenues for healing. We have surf therapy, we have yoga, and we have wellness coaching, which I like to call secret therapy. With yoga, we're talking about being mindful, present in the moment, and being able to be okay with yourself. With surfing, it's a magical opportunity to paddle out into an ocean where you sync up with the rhythm. You have to be present in the moment with surfing. If you're not, you're gonna get wrecked.
Right.
With wellness coaching, we're using evolutionary psychology, positive psychology, and resiliency to help veterans overcome the things that they're struggling with, for depression, anxiety, PTSD, a sense of purpose, and connection.
Doing the program, I knew what to expect was that I was going to learn how to surf, and it was something I've always wanted to do. What I didn't expect was to find the healing in the ocean that I did. I was actually a month sober when I started the program. My marriage was failing, my business was shambles, my whole life was falling apart, and frankly, I didn't care. And coming into this program, I discovered a community, and I found a place of healing.
I know that's so important when veterans come back and they're struggling. Thank you so much for sharing that, and thank you for sharing your story. Hopefully it changes somebody else's today.
Thank you for your support.
So, yeah, thank you for being here. I've really enjoyed it. I love your program. Can't wait for your next event. Thank you for joining us today. I hope today served as a reminder of all of our veterans' dedication and their courage and all the obstacles they encounter. May it serve as a beacon of inspiration to all of us. I'm Stephanie Medlock, and I'm your host of the American Dream TV show. Thank you for joining us.
When you think of Charleston, South Carolina, you usually think of Rainbow Row, of horse-drawn carriages and cobblestone streets. What you might not know is we have so many amazing areas in this town, one of which is James Island, which also happens to be my hometown. James Island is nestled between the peninsula and Folly Beach. We have so much to offer here. I'm Celeste Jones, your host of American Dream TV, and I'm so excited to show you my hometown. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for this beautiful coffee. This is my favorite spot to come and grab coffee on the island.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about Hurriali. I know this is your second location. You've been in Charleston for a little while. So how did you decide to move to James Island?
So we've been at our downtown location for almost 10 years now. So we've been looking for a second location for about 3 years. We just wanted, downtown location is like kind of off the beaten path in Charleston, and it just has turned into a community gathering spot, and that's kind of what we wanted to capture at a second location as well. Haryali means like a lush green rainforest, or like in Hindi it would be green vibrance. And as you go like one block, less than a block up in Riverland, you'd find like huge like Spanish moss trees. Like it's just, so it felt natural.
This does feel very natural. It's the perfect location. It definitely is. And you're right. One of the great things about Riverland Terrace are the big ancient oaks with the moss, and it is green vibrance, right? And that, I guess that's kind of part of the island too, which is really cool. I love coming out, sitting out here, having coffee, come out to work sometimes just to relax. Thank you so much for bringing this to the island, this sense of community.
Thank you. We're really excited to be here.
Yes, absolutely. Awesome. Well, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and then I'm going to head out and get on a boat, and we're going to tour the area by water. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Hey Heather, how are you today?
Hey Celeste, how are you?
So good to see you. So today you're going to take us on a tour of the beautiful waterways, show a little bit of what Charleston has to offer.
And such a beautiful day to do so too.
It definitely is. So hey, let's get going.
All right, awesome. Let's do this.
Cool. This beats our typical work day, doesn't it? Being out on the water.
I'd much rather be on the water than doing mortgages, let me tell you. Fun fact, I financed that house right over there.
How cool is that?
It's a small world, you know?
I mean, making dreams come true, and this is a dream. It really is. So we're actually on the water side of Riverland Terrace right now on James Island, which is where we were earlier today at Haryali. This is just really part of what Charleston has to offer, is the beautiful coastal living.
Absolutely beautiful. But enough about business. Let's go enjoy the waterways.
Absolutely. We're here on the Stono River, and behind us is the municipal golf course. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Golfing right on the water. Charleston's just gorgeous, but even more so James Island. I mean, it has such a special place in my heart, and I think you can see why. So something that sets James Island apart is we don't have very many cookie cutter houses. James Island's a bit more established, and so you'll see the beauty within these houses along the water, like this Mediterranean feel home, and that's part of the special appeal to James Island.
Another great day on the water, Celeste. What can I say?
Absolutely. So much fun. Hey, so now we have to do a part that is a little less fun, but necessary. We have to go clean the boat. So we will see you next time on American Dream TV.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.